you ready?
Yeah.
Is everybody ready? All right. If you can use the camera, use your camera. If you can't, that's okay too.
Maddie,
All right. So
turn on your camera.
Yeah, I'm lazy. No.
I'm watching you, Maddie. I'm watching you. Hi.
We're watching you.
I'm watching you. You're holding up class. You're holding up class. Wipe off your makeup. It's okay.
I don't have makeup. I'll never put on
You,
makeup. Oh my
you
god,
didn't.
what the hell's my background?
You're not cosplaying your character because that gets you points. If anybody puts on an outfit that looks like their character, including the giant chicken. Hey, I don't know if I'm dating myself, Sarah, but do you remember Cluckenbell from Grand Theft Auto? It was like the chicken.
Oh man, I probably seen that once, but I kind of forgot now.
Well, like every time you went to the center, he'd always like say something like obnoxious, the big chicken guy, and it was like, cock-a-doodle do you later, or now with less guano in your food. And I just kept thinking of this guy in the chicken suit, and I used to just walk up and shoot him and then do my mission. My wife just thought that was so funny because you know
That's
why?
awesome.
She has a high percentage of dude. All right, so the party has gone through some many trials and tribulations, and oh wow, I like your background. And Maddie survived, and you all survived to grow and big another day, except for Darth Clucker. Darth Clucker got electrocuted in the trap because nobody listened to me. But also, you just assumed that the water was safe. Never assume anything is safe in D&D. That's the second rule. The first rule is don't separate the party, because when you separate the party, people start to die. Divided, you are conquered. United, you are unconquerable, or at least difficult to conquer. Am I right?
Yes.
All right. So you guys are going on to the next phase of the adventure, where you're walking down the road, and all of a sudden, you see a mass panic. Oh, just to remind you, the first encounter you had, the last encounter you had was you noticed this orc who was a warlock, you guess, or some kind of very high wizard, talking to the other orc, and walking around the camp was the daughter of the mayor. And you didn't actually engage. So you can engage, or you can always do what every Elden Ring player does. I'm looking at you, Maddie. You can always run away and just say, forget about this. I don't feel like getting hurt and or dying. So now at this point in the party, Jan, you're the party leader. You have to talk to your team and ask them what you want to do. Do you want to pursue this orc thing? Or do you want to... The orc looks like orgasm. It looks like any of them. It doesn't matter. Just pick one in your head. Because it's not about looks. It's about what's on the inside. Because the inside is more delicious. If you're an orc.
Oh my gosh.
If you're an orc, I'm just talking from orcish perspectives. So, leader of the party, talk to your party and find out, do you want to pursue this, or do you want to go on for other more profitable, hopefully safer, hopefully adventures?
So you were saying two orcs are talking to each other about...
There's also a tribe of orcs here, so there's quite a few here you'd have to fight. But you notice that there is an orc, like a wizard type of orc, talking to the chief orc, who's like, the chief orc kind of like runs the show, but the wizard orc is dealing with some kind of magic thing that you don't know what it is yet, but you do see the same crystals that you saw before. And you notice these two guys are not really getting along. Like, it's not like, hey, what's up, buddy Sarah? What's up? So
Wait, so are we still saving the Mayor's daughter?
The mayor's daughter is in this camp, but she's not tied up.
She's in the camp
She's in the orc camp,
or camp.
but she is free to roam.
So she's not captured.
I mean, she's captured. She's here.
She's here, but she can walk freely and do whatever
not-
she wants.
The word you're looking for is imprisoned.
Is she
She's not
imprisoned?
No.
No.
I mean, there are cells like made of bamboo or whatever kind of wood is near you, and or just chained up outside, and they have a lot of like varying races that are enslaved, but you notice that the daughter is not in any way enslaved. Like her hands aren't even bound. You know what I'm saying? She's just walking around, talking to people in Orcish, doing things, eating,
So why are we doing? What are we doing here? I thought we are here to save the mayor's daughter.
Are you asking me or are you asking your party?
I'm asking my party.
Okay, sorry.
So I thought we are here to save the mayor's daughter, right? But now we found out that she's walking freely and she's not imprisoned. She's not tied up, and she's talking to the orcs. And perhaps we're getting wrong information about mayor's daughter, because the mayor told us that his daughter was captured by the orcs. Was that right?
That was perfect. You're perfect, Dr. Jane. Or should I say Aurora?
Aurora.
I'm sorry, Aurora.
So why are we even here?
Oh no.
So what should we do? We're right now we are here and with a bunch of orcs, and we just found out that the mayor's daughter wasn't imprisoned. So what should we do? Find out who's lying? What do you suggest we do, Betty?
Is there anything valuable?
Is there anything valuable? Oh, so if there's something valuable in this orc camp, then we will. What do you?
Deal with it.
What?
'Cause, like if you want to stay in a place that dangerous, unless there's like a huge benefit we could get out of it. Otherwise, I don't see the point of staying there. We just go. And the mayor's daughter's friends with orcs now, so they'll get along.
But if we bring her back to the mayor, the mayor is going to give us a grand prize, right?
He said he would.
He said he would.
To answer your question, Sarah, you're sure that there's like a main tent for the big chief, and there's probably I mean, if you loot things, it's like 90% chief, 10% loser employees of the Orc Corps, So there's probably stuff. There are prisoners, so you never know. I mean, one of them might have money, or one of them might like be able to offer favors.
Okay.
I don't know if a blob wants favors, but at the same time, it would be dangerous to just like storm in, because you may not be outclassed, but you're definitely outnumbered. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
What do you think? What Meg, what do you think?
I have no idea.
Do we we're here to save the mayor's daughter, because the mayor told us that his daughter was captured by the orcs. But now we found out that the mayor's daughter was not she is friends with the orcs. It seems. So should we somehow convince the mayor's daughter to go back to her dad so that we can get some money and for our trip here because we've gone a long way, right?
Sure.
I think maybe we can. No. Maybe I can fly to find her dad.
Oh, that's a good idea. And tell her dad that she's okay.
Yes. Because Meg can fly.
Oh yeah,
I think maybe I can Meg can fly faster as she can, and she can tell her dad that the news.
Oh, I see. That's a good idea. We'll hang on to that thought. What about let's say Cammy? Are you Cammy? Are you Maddie? Are you Cammy or have you changed your name?
Who was it, Cammy?
Cammy. What?
YORU.
What? So what do you think?
Kidnap.
You mean kidnap? Oh, so we should kidnap the daughter.
What?
We should kidnap the daughter from the orcs.
Yes.
So okay, that's a wild suggestion. That what do you mean? So
Kidnap.
So the daughter is like enjoys her stay with the orcs, and now we are going to kidnap the daughter.
Well, I mean that's our mission. Bring back daughter.
From the orcs.
Main objective.
Bob, what do you think, Bob? Should we go with Cammy's idea or should we go with Meg's idea? Meg says she can fly back to her dad, and Cammy says we're gonna kidnap the daughter, and then send it back to her dad so that we could claim money.
I think we can find some treasure and then kidnap the daughter.
Oh
We'll
yes.
find our treasure and then kidnap her daughter.
Yeah.
Well,
Place
that is
grab
the
the child.
person. She is maximizing her gaming. That's power gaming right there. We're going to kidnap you and then steal all the ransom money. Well, how are we going to get it back? That's your problem.
All right. It seems like everybody is evil except for Meg. Meg is the nicest person in our group.
Well, I mean, it depends on your values, and that this is one of the kind of things I like about D&D is like, which is more evil, leaving her to be in this camp, or taking her back to her father? You know, there are morality questions you have to ask yourself. So what do you do?
Well, so what should we do? I think we should send Meg to talk to the daughter first and find out her intentions. Or should we just, send Bob to steal the money and gold and send Bob and Blob?
Wait, I didn't sign up for this. It was your idea.
What?
It was your idea to kidnap. I didn't say I wanted to kidnap.
But you said what's in it for us, and you said if there's gold.
Yeah, there is loot. Technically, there is.
Uh-huh.
By the way, Bob and Blob are my K-pop band. That's the name of my K-pop band.
Great. You keep it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So Blob and Bob, are you gonna go find out if there's treasure in
Wait. Okay, being the I won't, because everybody's going off for kidnapped. I'm gonna stand out and be like the person that's gonna try to think things through for a sec. Okay, so first of all, Blob has a voice. Are you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to do this? Like, we're outnumbered.
Cammy, Blob is talking to you.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, I'm Blob. I don't die. So, when I get sliced, I just divide. So,
Unless the orcs eat you.
what?
Unless the orcs eat you.
Oh. that's
Oh, that would be a problem.
Yeah, I don't know if you're still together, after bathroom time.
Yeah, Cammy, you're gonna need some convincing to do because
There's a thing about Blob though, which is like you could cut him into a very small piece, like maybe as small as a coin, and it's still alive. It's just super small. It's kind of like the concept of Groot from like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like he could be a very small thing, but if you feed him and you make him grow, he could be enormous if you want to.
I'm
Technically.
with you, buddy.
Yeah, that's Blob. So okay, if we going.
yeah, Cammy, come on.
That's the best
Wow.
voice I ever heard.
If we're going, we're going.
Yeah, we're going.
Yep.
Why not?
Oh, then perhaps we're gonna convince Meg to come with us. Meg, are you in or are you out?
Are you coming?
if who's powerful? Let me see who has extra strength. I know, Bob. What can you do? What's your power? You don't have any power.
I have antenna.
Oh, you've got antenna. What does your
Yeah.
antenna do?
It
Bob
can
is Bob.
send some gold or something valuable.
You can sense gold, but you can't attack. Okay,
Yeah.
what about Meg? Meg, what's your power?
I have the like laser.
Oh, yeah. You have a wand with a laser. Okay,
Yeah.
so perhaps, we can use your power. What about you? What's this? Yoru? You change it to Yoru? Okay,
Yeah.
Yoru, what's your power?
Magic and speed. That's all. Nothing more.
What kind of magic?
I don't know. Read.
Hey, Maddie, I really like your ability called Shut Up, I Can't Come Up with a Name. That is quite a power.
Yeah, what's your power? Demonic magic with weapons. Musket, katana. I don't know what this is. Katana and
Oh yeah, I can slice and dice.
Okay, so perhaps because you said we're gonna kidnap her and you've got the powers and
From teams.
and
Kidnapping
Meg
and
has
distraction team.
laser. Bob is useless. Blob,
No,
what kind of power do you have?
Bob is Bob.
Blob, what kind of power do you have?
I just said I could Blob can be divided without dying.
So that's also useless.
Distraction team.
Distraction. Okay, good. Maybe
Hey.
they can slice
Hey.
you up and so that we can outnumber them.
I'm just picturing like the orcs are just looking at us and they're like, what the hell? And then like Bob Yoru just goes like, hey, check this out, and he starts slicing me up.
Okay.
And the orcs are just like freaking out.
No matter how many times you're sliced, you have to do that voice for each piece.
Oh, the voices get higher pitched the smaller they are.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Okay, so
Right.
basically I have the power of healing, so whoever gets hurt, I can come and heal. I also have self-regeneration in case I got sliced. I can. Oh, so if my arms got cut off, I could grow
What
back
the
my
hell?
arm. Is that self-regeneration?
What the
Yes.
hell?
Yay! Okay, so
And
and also I can fly like Meg.
but what you can't do is you can't eat all the candy you want and stay skinny. That's your
Oh.
goal.
Yeah.
Don't worry, keep working on it.
so
I know some.
No,
I know
no,
some
no.
people.
So I'm in it for the candies.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'll
There
go
are some
for the
clerics that do that.
All right, so we're gonna send Yoru in, and also Meg's gonna go with Yoru because Meg has laser powers.
So who's the distraction team and who's the kidnapping team?
Oh, this distractor is Blob, and so Blob perhaps should go first because we need distraction, and then okay, so that's our plan, right? And Bob, you're useless. What's your power?
So distraction, bait.
Distraction.
We can just
Not
be cute.
necessarily. Bob can look for the treasure while everybody else
Yeah,
is fighting.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, Bob, that's your job.
Hint. Do you want to do this in the middle of the day, or do you want to wait till nighttime when people are
Nighttime.
sleeping?
Nighttime.
All right. Do you observe the camp in the meantime?
What?
Are you still looking at the camp?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. All right. So everybody roll a d20 and type in the number that you got in the message in the chat, because
Okay.
I just want to make sure you could stay hidden that long, because somebody could like walk right onto and step on you by accident.
Oh no, I have bad luck. I only got
Oh,
a
no.
5. Oh, 6. Oh, Meg, today you're lucky this time. You have a 17.
Did everybody roll?
Oh,
No, not yet.
nice.
Hey, Bob. What about you? Oh my God, Yoru. Oh, good.
Oh,
Bob
wow.
has a
I have the
12.
best luck.
Yeah, you
Okay. All right. So as you guys are hiding, an orc gets really, really close and just kind of sees you, but he's more startled than you are. You know, like you try to hide as best you could, but he was like picking berries, and then he's like honked Jane's nose, or like somebody like accidentally thought a berry was your ear and try to pull it, and they're like, "Hey, what you doing here?
Come on.
Are you my speech therapist? What do you do?"
What do you
Do
do?
you want to see that jello dance?
What was
I'm
that?
distracted, Eli.
Oh wow! It was so distracting. Even I was distracted. The orc's like, "Whoa, what are you?" Like he's just enthralled by you. Yay!
So are we gonna kill every orc whenever we see one?
Oh, silence them.
Silence
If there's
them?
just one or two.
Okay, Yoru, then
we
that's your
could.
job.
We could silence them if there's one or two, but if there's too many, just
It was only
Right.
one. It was only one.
No, that was your prisoner before. But now there's a camp in front of you. There's at least 30 or 40 of them in this camp. It's
30?
a camp.
30 or 40 orcs?
Yeah, maybe more. You can't tell. So, but this is this tribe's main camp. You know what I mean? They're like a forward camp to what may be an army that's going to invade the town. But there may be more to it, so you might want to get information from them, or you can slaughter them. It's up to you. This is your choice. This is your world. I don't care what you do. I'm just a storyteller.
Okay. So, I don't know. Should we get some information from the orc? Or should we slaughter him? Kill him?
information, then slaughter.
Okay. Go. So ask the question then. What kind of question do we need to ask?
Torture.
What?
What?
What kind of information do we need from him?
I mean, he's pretty enthralled by the blob, so I
Where
mean,
the hell do they keep the treasure?
You think the orc will tell you that?
I mean, there's always torture.
There's always torture. Where did you? Hey, where did you hide your gold and treasure? I'm not gonna tell you, and then start torturing him.
Kind of. I mean, that works.
Okay, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
you're gonna grab this orc
Mm-hmm.
and torture him right next to his own village.
Nah, won't bother. Just I don't know, kidnap, torture, then come back.
Oh.
You know, a lot of times torture doesn't work, right? Like
Well,
when you go too far into it, people just tell you what you want to hear, and just because they don't want to be tortured anymore.
uh,
I mean, you can use it. It's So, how do you grab him? Who grabs him?
Who grabs him? Can Meg's laser kind of grab him?
I can let them blind.
Oh yeah.
And maybe when they are in blind, we can take a rope to
Tie him up.
tie them up.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
guys-
idea. Yeah. We're gonna blind him first.
Do you guys have rope?
Bob,
I'm
can
just-
you go find rope?
You can have rope. You can have rope. It's a standard thing.
Okay.
Do you just tie his hands? Do you do anything else?
We blind them. We blind him first, and then tie him up around his body, including his hands.
Okay. Is that all you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, you do that, and all of a sudden he screams, "Help! Help!"
Oh no!
Nobody
Should have-
tied his mouth.
we should have threatened him first. We should have. Oh my god.
Well, he was blinded, but now when he feels like he's tied up, but he realizes his mouth is loose, he goes, "Help! Help!" And the whole orc camp turns towards your direction, like, "What the heck?" So what do you do?
How could we forget?
Run!
I guess we need to run because 30 orcs coming after us. We're not gonna survive.
Okay.
Why were we
Anybody
so
else?
dumb? We forgot to shut his mouth.
I was just waiting for you to just say something like you need to put some rope in his mouth.
How can we not shut his mouth?
Well, live and learn. You're new to kidnapping. It's okay. You gotta practice. You gotta practice.
Well,
Everybody
We
should-
dead. We're dead.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
You vertebrates are dead. Me, I'm okay.
Are we?
Yeah, I'll just suffer
Wow.
Oh, wait,
and see my like teammates die.
Wow. I didn't know your blob was a Jewish mother.
Ah!
All right, so you're running away now.
yeah.
So
we're gonna run away and come back.
all right, everybody roll a d20.
D20.
Yeah. I want to see if you can outrun these orcs. But I'll give you an advantage because they are stunned. They were like, "What?"
Yay! I
I
got a
actually got
15.
11.
I got a 15. Yay! Meg has a 16.
All right, they didn't roll super well, so you can kind of carry along. Like they're just completely disorganized. Like if you guys rolled like a low score and I rolled an exceptionally high score, I would say that they caught you,
Mm-hmm.
but they were just stunned and they all ran to the orc that was tied up, and the orc that was tied up said, "A blob tied me up," in Orcish. It was the weirdest thing. This blob was just dancing up and down. Let me see if they believe him. I'm gonna roll dice. They do not believe him at all. They think he did it. He's just a cry for attention because he was a lowly guard and he just guards all day at the camp. And he's just maybe ate too many weird berries that he shouldn't have eaten. And now he sees a blob jumping up and down. So they're just like, you better shut up. Or we're going to chain you down. And we're going to gag you. Not like those terrible kidnappers who forgot to put something in your mouth. Who does that? That's like kidnapping 101. Shut the mouth. No, I'm just kidding. So you guys are running along the road and like you don't even know which direction you're going. You're just running so fast that you don't want to be caught. And then all of a sudden you start noticing like, forest animals that really don't want to be messed with, like deer, like wild deer. I'm not talking like deer that you feed out of your hand, but like wild deer and wild squirrels and wild raccoons and stuff, like things that don't generally speaking go up to people. These things are running between each other, between your party members. Birds of all different breeds are flying not just in your direction, but in every direction from the direction you're heading. Does that make sense?
Yeah, something must be chasing behind those animals running wild.
I think Tinkerbell talks to animals, doesn't she?
Yeah. Tinkerbell, we need you. Can you talk to animals and find out what's happening? Our Tinkerbell is gone to the bathroom.
F-. All right, so they're still running. And like you see, like, and then you start seeing some people running,
Who can talk to animals?
There's also some people
besides
running.
Tinkerbell?
Like you see some Caucasian people and you hear the orcs behind you like unsettled, like they hear it too, because it's like a stampede. Like if you heard if you were near a marathon and you heard all these people running.
Hey, we have Bob. Bob can talk to animals because he was raised by wolves.
Oh, but what if the wolves were like, Betty, were the wolves abusive? Do they just like smack you in the face and just be like, ruff, 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 ruff?
No. Bob,
Is Betty here?
Yeah, Betty.
Can you say it again?
I was just saying, did the wolves go ruff, 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 ruff?
No, Bob.
You
Bob.
want me to translate it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, translate. Ruff, 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 ruff.
You are hungry? Oh,
No, I'm scared.
okay. I can hear that.
I mean, I'm always hungry. I'm a dog. Even
Maybe
skinny dogs are always hungry. Huh?
Maybe I can find some wolves to help us.
Oh, right. So animals are running in all directions.
The animals that are running away are like more domesticated animals, not really wolves. But you could still talk to like a dog or something.
Oh, good. So yeah, Bob will talk to a dog and find out what's happening.
Bob, ask me your questions and I will answer them in dog.
Should I ask you that why you're running or something?
Are you my new master?
What?
I can't find my master. He's the one that gives me kibbles.
Okay. Sorry, that's my nephew.
Oh, tell your nephew I love kibbles.
Okay. I can be your master.
Yeah. Okay, well, but if I find my old master, I have to go with him because he's my master first.
Okay.
It's just dog rules. Hey, how do you understand me? Do you have any kibbles? Do you have any treats?
Treats.
We better get out of here though, because we're all gonna die, but we have enough time for 10 treats.
Do you have a top? What did? Oh, bone. Give him bones. Bob, give that dog a bone.
Oh, okay. Give you a bone.
You have a bone?
Yeah, because you want treats.
Yeah, but where'd you get the bone from?
I don't know.
Treats.
What else? Are you gonna give us more information then, if we find you some treats?
He doesn't understand you.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, hello. I like the pointy thing on your head. Can I play with it?
Give it to it.
Okay.
Give him that.
I love my new master. Okay, you now have a dog. And what's a funny name in Taiwanese? I don't know. What are you gonna name him?
Homo.
Did you say homo?
Nope.
What'd you say?
Translate.
I didn't get that. Come on,
It could
Bob,
be-
name your dog.
Bob.
Bob?
Yeah.
Your name is
Your,
Bob.
your name is Bob, and you call your dog a Bob, and who?
Yeah, I like to use the same name.
Bob Jr. Bob Jr.
Yeah,
Bob
Bob Jr.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Good.
The dog's like, wait, if we have the same name and somebody says Bob, we're both gonna look at him.
Yeah, you're called Bob Jr.
Oh, okay. I love you. And he
That's
starts
one
kissing
hell of
you.
a dog.
What do you do?
Come on, Bob. What? Perhaps
You're-
ask Bob Jr. to lead us to a safer place and find out why
Okay.
the animals are running around.
Okay. Bob's. Leave us to a safer place.
I'm surprised we're not already dead. Hey, by the way, add on your character sheet, you have a dog named Bob Jr.
Yeah.
Betty. So Bob says, we gotta go away from it. And then he starts running. He says, come on, let's go, everybody. Stupid humans. Humans are so stupid. They're just gonna sit there and die. I'm trying to save you. Come on, I'm trying to save you people. And then he's like, I hope where we go has good kibbles and treats. I love treats. So he leads you away from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just walking happy as can be. What do you guys do?
And
Follow.
he's just what?
Walking happy as can be. What do you guys do?
Follow the dog.
Okay.
Follow Bob Jr.
Okay. And you as you're doing that, there are animals and people just hauling their tail as hard as they can to like just passing you. Some of them bump into you and stuff, running away from this location. In like sheer terror.
Wow, what's happening?
Some of them are even going towards the orc camp, believe it or not. Just to get away from whatever that was.
Oh, so everybody's afraid of the the animals are running away or running wild because of a group of army are coming.
No. They don't even care about the orc army. They're running away from something. You just have to figure out what it is if you care.
Meg, you and I know how to fly. Perhaps we should risk our lives and go find out why they're running, what they're running from. You want to go with me?
So
Because I can only heal, but you have laser, so you attack and I protect you.
I attacked her, and you
Yeah.
protect me.
Yeah. So the two of us go together and find out what they are running away from.
So we are together to we are going to together to find the reason why
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start flying, and you see in the neighboring town from Glud is another town called Mud with two D's.
Mud.
And you notice that there's like a dome over the whole town. And the dome is kind of like a dark purplish color. And it's kind of hard to see in. It's kind of like seeing something at nighttime, but with no lights and no fire or anything. And you notice that there's a swirl of black. Do you know what a swirl is?
Swirl of black.
Yeah, it's a swirl. How close do
Swirl.
you go? Yeah, it's swirling around the dome.
Around the dome.
Yeah.
Dome
Where the
is like
is.
what's dome in Chinese? 半圆形，那个叫什么？一个半圆形的 dome. Okay. And
一
then
个
there's
半圆形的洞是什么鬼啊？
那
你还是没有
我不知道
解释
I don't know the Chinese. 半圆形 that's the
圆
圆顶
Oh yeah. 圆顶 Good. And then a black smoke swirling around the dome.
It's not smoke.
It's not smoke.
It's a black. It's like these weird black streams.
Black
swirling
stream.
around the dome.
Okay, that normally indicates like demon.
Okay.
It's like
where are you gonna go? How close do you go?
Meg, do you think we should go closer to the dome?
I think maybe I can use the wine to light the dome.
Oh, so Meg is going to use her wand to light up the dome. Can she do that?
Oh, interesting. So she's gonna like shoot light into the dome like a beam of light.
Are you gonna shoot light into the dome?
Yes, I can use. I can send a light to the dome, and
Okay.
therefore there is a way, a light way.
Okay.
Oh, so just not attacking, but just light it up so that we know the way,
Yeah.
Flare.
like a flare type of thing.
Okay. Interesting. Both of you roll a d20.
Okay. Do you think that's a good idea? Are you going to get us killed, Meg? Oh
Well,
no.
I mean, you're attracted. On the one hand, you'll figure out what's going on,
No, Meg, sorry.
but on the other hand, you're
I got
gonna.
19.
Yes. Good for you.
Okay. Oh no, yeah. So, because you got a 19, I'll tell you a lot of details. You fire light through the dome, and you can see like silhouettes. How do you
What's
say
that?
A silhouette is like, let's say a guy is singing to a girl he likes. You know what I'm saying?
A guy singing to a girl that he likes.
Yeah, like romantically.
Romantically.
And the girl hears him but isn't sure yet. So he might sing to her silhouette because she like the curtains might be down, but he could still see her shadow. It's kind of like a shadow, but it's a shadow of a very specific shape.
Oh, like you can't see like a shape on the
Yeah,
curtain.
like somebody in the shower.
Okay.
You may not, if it's real steamy, you won't see them, but you'll see, their body shape.
Okay.
Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Meg, do you understand?
Okay, so you see
It's kind of
silhouettes.
a shape of the person or whoever's inside.
No, the town. I'm telling you about the town. Okay,
In the dome?
in the dome. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, what?
is that Bob Jr.? No, just kidding.
No. No, the Bob Jr. ran away. But, are you seeing something I can't see?
Bob is holding Bob Jr.
Oh.
No,
Is that
just
what the
kidding.
drawing
A
is?
a baby.
He's my nephew.
Oh, so cute. Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh no, it's okay. It's all right. So
Okay.
so you notice as the light shines in that there are all the buildings in the town look like they're in the middle of a huge explosion. Like you see like the top of the building moving up a little bit, like the spire, and there's like a gigantic explosion, but it's all the explosions, like the town inn, boom, and the tavern, boom, but they're staying exactly in the moment it exploded. Does that make sense? And that's like all the buildings. It's like a catastrophe. Yeah, and you can see the debris and stuff. And even when she's showing her light, it took a while to get the light to come into the dome. And she had to like manipulate a little bit and really put a lot of power into it because there's some kind of magic that's probably evil and destroying all these buildings and keeping them in their destroyed state. Like you can even see people who suffered from the explosion. They're like frozen in time, and they may have like a piece of the building inside their head or something, or their chest or something, and they're just like frozen, screaming, and the buildings are all exploded, but like nothing's happening. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so weird.
Super weird.
Super weird. I don't think we should go closer to the dome.
And you feel eyes on you. She doesn't, but you feel eyes on you, Aurora.
Me?
Yep.
Wait a minute. So something is total. It's really going bad. Like it has something to do with an explosion and like making time still. I think
Yes.
somebody has that power. Was it Yoru? Yoru, I think you had some like stopping time for 3 seconds type of power.
I still have it.
You still have it? Is it is this something that so you were with us all the time? Did you do something to that group of people?
Nope.
He also has the power to tell people to shut up.
What happened to your character? Can you bring it back so that I can see your powers,
Yes.
please?
Here you go.
So Meg, what you would do?
I don't know because explosion is too dangerous, and I think
I shall
have
present you my powers.
What? You think what?
I have no idea how can I do.
Yeah, I have no idea either. Should we fly back to our group
Yes.
and
Never
and
divide
tell
the
them,
party.
yeah, and tell them what we saw? Let's go back to the group.
Yes, I think we had to fly away here.
Yeah, I'm so scared. Can we hold hands and fly together?
Sure.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like right before you land with the party, you notice that one of the streaming dark spirits flies right over your party like a bullet train,
Oh no.
and then goes back to the dome.
What happened? So let's fly as fast as we can, and perhaps something happened to our group because that stream of black demonic thing. Perhaps it got to our blob. I don't know.
No, it just followed you, and it just like kind of looked at each person, like it swirled around them and looked at each of them, and then
Uh-huh.
flew back to the dome to
Oh,
kind of
is it like Harry Potter, that black, what's it called?
Yeah, it's like that. The Dementors.
The Dementors in Harry Potter. Oh, that's creepy. Okay, so
Very creepy and
Megan-
super evil.
and so perhaps Meg and I got back to our group.
Okay, so what do you say to your group?
Meg, tell what happened to our group.
We see the drone, and there was a big explosion on there.
Mhm,
So we have to far away the town,
mhm, mhm.
and I think maybe we can find another way to avoid the explosion.
Yes, is it happening everywhere or is it just happening to that town? We don't know, right?
Yes.
So,
So now we don't know why. What make the explosion?
mhm. Yeah.
And how to solve it? We need water.
Water.
Yeah, because explosion will waste the fire.
Oh yeah, lots of fire. I don't think water.
And maybe if someone can rent, gives that is rent. Uh, and maybe can,
We can save the whole town.
yeah.
I don't think we have that power.
I think Bob maybe can do that because he is. Oh no, he is he.
Yeah, he.
He is a tenor and with a wand. And I think maybe like a human 法师, maybe
Wizard.
Wizard.
yeah, with they have the power to call the rain or call the wind, I think.
Oh yeah. Sarah, go ahead. What did you raise your hand?
Or we could find some lake and I could fill myself up with water. I'll be big water balloon. And then we could go spray water.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Wow. She grew cat ears.
Yeah.
And
I'm so proud of this thing.
I can help find the lake.
Oh, great,
Sure,
great.
that'd be great.
So that's what we're gonna do.
I just gonna remind you. Okay, never mind. So you take the blob, and you fill the blob up with water,
Mm-hmm.
and then you fly over. Wait, do you have the strength to carry that much water?
She can jump all the way to the town.
No. I mean, even if she like made like a big ball, water
Yeah,
is
like Blob could do that, technically. Like it could move, no matter how big it is. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of clumsy.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Are you gonna roll full of water into this dome?
That's
I think I'll just, like, I'll roll until I'm close enough to the dome, and then I'll, like, deflate.
Oh, and you're gonna like spray water into the
Yeah.
town?
Yeah, like that.
Okay. All right. Roll d20.
Okay. Give me a sec.
No problem.
So we're just gonna follow Blob and protect him. Are you a him or her? Him, right? Or it?
Okay. Are you looking around you while you do this, or are you
I mean-
just?
You mean me?
Huh?
Yeah, we're looking around, right?
Did you guys
Okay.
go with me, or am I
No,
alone?
No. We stick together. We're
Oh,
always
okay.
together.
I think y'all would be checking around.
Yeah, we'll be checking around and keep everybody
Okay.
safe.
All right. Everybody roll a d20.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh, bad luck.
Oh, I got 18.
You've got a 19. Wow. 18.
Oh. All right, good. So, let's see. Let's see how they did. Good, but not good enough. You get attacked by a band of lizard men.
What? A
The
band
lizard-
of wizard man?
Lizard.
Lizard man? Oh no.
And they say to you, wait, this is them drawing their weapon. I brought this for you, Maddie, because I thought you think it was cool. Wait, I gotta turn the safety off.
We have Grace with us, an elf.
Oh, you couldn't see it. I'll do it again.
Yeah, sorry for being late. I'm here.
Oh, thank you. Thank goodness you're here. We need healing powers.
F minus for being late. Good thing you don't get a grade. All right, let me try that again, Maddie.
Mm.
Hiss, 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 hiss.
Oh,
That's their sword. That was impressive, right?
That's so cool.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Huh?
That was awesome.
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
So
I like
gr-
props. So they go hiss, hiss, hiss,
So
hiss.
I
happy
want
we're,
that, man. I want one.
happy we're under attack. What by what? Lizard man?
Yeah.
One?
You see
One?
how many there? Nope.
How many?
You should be so lucky. One. Oh wow, it's one.
Yay! So
He's not too. I rolled to see how many there are. There's just one. He just like they all patrol, but he was just by himself, and he was like, "Hey, who are you guys? Hiss, hiss, hiss." So let's see who he attacks.
Yoru, come on.
what?
Go for it.
What?
Go kill that lizard man before he attacks any of us.
Okay, then he attacks Dr. Jane. Oh,
No.
No.
yeah. Sorry,
Aurora, right?
sorry, Maddie. Your mom's gonna bite it. No, I'm just kidding. So, he attacks you. He has like a sword and a shield, and he's like attacking you and yelling at you in Lizard Man at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like getting attacked by your mom. You know? It's like,
Mhm.
wow, 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 wow. Why can't you have a richer boyfriend? Why can't you clean your room? I'll kill you now, and then stabs you. So let's see. He's gonna swing to hit you. Do you have any defenses that I don't know about, Aurora?
I have healing power. I can fly. Perhaps I'm gonna fly and dodge the
Oh.
attacks.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, fly and dodge the attacks. And
If you do that, you won't be able to attack next time. You know that?
what?
Things are going on at the same time. So if you actively dodge, you won't be able to actively attack next on your turn.
I don't know. I didn't write down any like powers to. Okay, yeah, I'm a wild mage, so I can try and attack, right?
Yeah, but when it's your turn, right now it's his turn.
Oh,
But what you can do is you can try to just actively dodge.
I'll just
And-
actively dodge it.
If you actively dodge, you can't attack next time, but you can take less damage if he hits you really good. So are you gonna dodge or attack?
I am going to attack.
Okay, so let him attack first. And ooh. All right, you take 2 points of damage. He swung a sword at you, and he hit you pretty good, but he didn't hit you so good that you're like dead. So he cut you with a sword, and then
Well,
he's like, "Row, row, row, row. His."
and then my chance to attack. Right?
Yeah, now it's your turn to attack.
So a D20.
Yeah, D20. What'd you get?
An 8.
Wow. Okay, so who is the new man? You have 18, and so does who is that? April.
No, Flora. So it's Meg. Meg has 18 and
Okay, but which one of you wants to go first? New man or Meg?
Meg.
Yes. So what? Now what can I do?
yeah, your turn to attack.
Oh,
You-
so I roll a d20.
Yes, and what did you get?
Okay, wait a minute.
What are you
17.
attacking with?
Oh yes!
What are you attacking with?
Attacking with what?
With what?
Now and wait a minute. What's going on now?
The lizard man is attacking us, and we're attacking the lizard man.
So
And so you use your power to attack the lizard man.
yes,
You're attacking with your wand with laser, right?
yes, and the man also has the laser.
No.
No, he
No.
doesn't have a laser. He just has a sword.
Oh,
All right, so roll a d8 for damage.
D8 for damage. Do you know how to roll a D8?
No, I don't know. What's that?
Click on the die that says d8.
Click, yeah. 有一个 D8 的那个 die，有一个 D8。
What?
Didn't I just say that?
Wait. Let me show you.
Okay.
Let me show you, Flora. It's this one. This one is D8. This is D20. This is D8. And if you roll it, then
Okay, I roll a d8.
okay.
5.
Okay, so he gets 5 points of damage.
Yay!
Very good, very good, everybody. See how many left? Oh no, she kills him. You kill him with your
Woohoo!
laser wand. And he's like, "No, I never learned how to jet ski." Oh. Now remember, you could have also questioned him because he might have known something, but now he's dead.
Oh no. Yeah,
But
we
it's
always forgot something.
Who
Like,
heals? Yeah, that's just life.
Well, I thought about it, but I decided like, nah, let's just kill him.
hey, you should have warned us or
Yeah, you
suggested.
thought about it. Who's the healer?
Happy is the healer.
Well,
Happy can heal. I'm
Yeah, I
losing,
can heal.
so Happy,
Yeah.
Happy, go ahead and
you can heal too, Aurora. Jane.
yes, I can too.
So heal yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna heal myself.
Okay. Roll d20.
D20, it's a 9.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure you didn't do like any critical fails or anything.
Okay.
So yeah, you heal the sword wound, but it still hurts. And what do you guys do now? Now you know that this lizard man, from the look of him, was, how do I say this, financed, in the sense that this was not like a wild lizard man that just came through the woods and was like ooga booga. This was a guy who was part of a unit, and he was probably patrolling, and he wasn't bad with it. And his sword is not in terrible condition. I mean, it's not like the best sword on the market, but it can kill somebody. So, things to consider.
Things to consider. We're gonna send Yoru to find out the lizard man, the lizard group. Hey, Maddie, where's your
Mhm.
character?
I'm doing it. I'm drawing.
Gosh, we're sending you.
Yes, yes. And then where should I go?
Can he go find out what's happening?
I mean, he can
Where the
fly
hell?
around.
Yeah. I mean,
So he's
wow.
gonna walk around. Oh, and we will all follow him.
Oh, okay, all right. So you're gonna walk around the dome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you come upon a makeshift military base. It's like a really high tower made of wood and some little some tents, and it's lizardmen walking around, and you notice some of the swirls sometimes go into the watchtower. What do you do?
We're gonna investigate by infiltrating.
Well, let's go to the watchtower since the game master says that there's swirl
Yeah.
that goes into the watchtower. There has to be something important in the watchtower.
Dungeon master.
Dungeon master, yeah. Dungeon master, can we go? Can we all go to the watchtower?
Okay, how do you go
Would
towards
it
the
be
watchtower?
dangerous?
What?
Would it be dangerous?
Let's send Meg in first. Meg, can you go up to the watchtower?
Or just like football throw the blob. Like
Meg, let's throw the blob into the watchtower.
Wait, what? I can't just like sneak in. I can climb.
No, you get thrown by us into the
Okay,
watchtower.
okay. Whatever makes the party happy.
it's not about making the party happy, it's about making you happy, Blob.
Yeah.
Ride of
Make
my life.
yourself useful.
I feel like I was like useless half the time because most of the time you guys are just flying and stuff, and my blob is just stuck on the ground.
You never, Dungeon Master, you never told us if our plan worked. That with blob soaking up all the water and throwing it into around the dome.
I totally did.
You did?
Yep.
Did we put out the fire or the explosion?
No. What I said was that the water got stuck in the air.
The water got stuck in the air.
And it's slowly moving towards one of the fires that you saw.
Uh-huh.
But it's moving so slowly you can barely even see it move.
Oh, so it got stuck there.
Yes.
So now there's fire, smoke, and water floating.
Yes.
Okay.
But it moves at such a slow pace that you can barely see the movement. Like it's moved since you've been there. It's just moved like half an inch. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys use millimeters. Like 2 centimeters.
Oh. Okay.
So
yeah, we're still gonna send throw blob into the watchtower.
that sounds awesome. I don't know. I think we should like when you level up Blob, I think we should call you like the repulsive Blob or Steve McQueen. Do you guys have the movie The Blob in Taiwan or no?
I know that movie. It's like I said, if Blob grows big enough, he could be like that. But he needs time to grow. Like he's like Groot,
You know what's so weird? When I was a kid, that movie actually terrified me. Like I know you watch it now, it's all dorky because it's like a big bowl of Jello. But when I was a kid, that bowl of Jello was frightening. It's like, wow, what are they gonna do to stop this thing? Because they shot it and they burned it and stuff.
I could tell that's terrifying. I think good thing I didn't watch that as a kid, so because I think I might have trauma or something.
Let me show you how traumatized I was. Oh man, that was a great intro, but I blew it.
What?
So who's throwing the football?
Yoru is.
Yoru?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Should I roll?
Yeah. And don't forget, you guys have to consult with Grace. She's in now.
Oh, nice. I rolled a 5.
What?
Grace.
Happy.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, don't forget that she's here. All right, you rolled a 5. Let's see how bad that is. I mean, it's
Really?
bad, but let's see how really bad it is. Okay, you hit
Your
a
life is in his hands.
You hit a lizard man in the face with blob. Let's see how the lizard man reacts. You might want to put points into charisma. That's all I'm saying. Oh, he's not happy. He's not happy. He's just like blah, blah, hiss, and grabs Blob. Let me see if he grabs Blob. Blob, what do you do? He's trying to grab you. Yeah, he's trying to grab you and throw you.
I mean, I got charisma.
Okay, before you use your charisma, you notice that there's like 2 guards here, and there's also a magical type of user, but you don't know what it is, and that sometimes the dementors are floating through him, and he's kind of like, like, but he breaks out of it because he's like, wait, what the heck? What's this Blob doing here? All right, Blob, use your charisma.
Wait, I'm kind of confused, right? So I'm grabbed by a lizard man.
Yes.
And there's like people, like his
Dementors?
mentors, like floating through him, or what?
No.
The black things.
Oh, the
Floating.
black thing.
And when you look at the black stuff in closer, you see that the front of it looks kind of shaped like a skull.
A skull.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a head.
Kulu toe. Kulu lian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Okay.
So they're all lizard men. The magic lizard man kind of like wakes up, and the other lizard men are trying to catch you and just catch you because they don't know what you are. So they're both fascinated and mad because one of them got hit in the face by you, and it didn't hurt. It just more startled them. So use your charisma to talk your way out, but you get kind of a penalty because you just hit someone in the face with your entire body.
Oh God. Okay.
And you have to use the voice.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about what I should say. I think I'll be like, "Hey, check this trick out," and I'll divide into 2, and then divide into 4, and then divide into 8, and then like mix up together again and turn into a big blob again. I was just here to check this place out and entertain y'all.
Okay,
How's that?
that's pretty good. Roll a d20.
D20. Wait.
Oh,
I pressed the wrong one.
that's all right. I critically failed, which means great things are about to happen to you because they critically failed.
Oh yay! Because
Okay,
I did do too well.
Not great, but not as horrible as I did. Okay, so the magic lizard guy all of a sudden says, "It's about time we got recognized. The master has had us working morning, noon, and night doing this garbage with the time bubble and so on and so forth. It's about time we got recognized and got a little bit of an entertainment, and they're like, what's your name? And they start clapping. Wait, don't you want to entertain the troops? Who sent you?
Me, Blob. I don't
You
know. I
sent
just came here. Hey,
You sent yourself?
hey. I don't know. Something just launched me out of air, and then I landed here on somebody's face.
Ah! And they're laughing at the guy whose face you landed on.
I don't know. You all look the same. Y'all lizards.
And then one of the lizards is like a woke lizard, and he's all like, "Oh, I'm so sick of racism in this world. Even blobs think we all look the same. Look at my scales. Oops. Why is my camera not working? Look at my scales. I'm molting. And when I molt, it's going to be a nice serpentine. This guy, he's like a dull vomit green. You know what I mean? And then they like start fighting with each other. Like, hey, what do you mean, dull vomit green? My wife loves me. Arr. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you're safe as long as you keep doing funny things. Let's get back to the party. Party.
Hey,
What do you want to do? Okay, you're pretty sure Blob isn't dead yet.
and he's entertaining the lizard man. Is that right?
Yes, in the tower.
In the tower.
And no, Maddie, you cannot make Blob your mimic tier. I'm sorry.
We
Did you
are,
hear me?
and
You are
the lizard man mentioned something about their master.
Yes, glad you caught on that.
Up. So perhaps we should all, go and search for the master, right? And find out what this all is about.
If you want to.
I think we'll save it to our next trip.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a major thing.
Yeah.
So did you want to wind it up?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
around 9:30 already.
Well, let me just say thank you so much for coming. And the more you have, Cherry, you can have a giant thing of dog poo as your character next week if that's where you want to go. But I kind of like Blob.
No,
I kind of like chicken.
stick with the blob.
Yeah, I
kinda
love
like
Blob.
chicken too.
So much better than the chicken.
I don't know.
Okay,
Chicken. All right. So,
But
but
definitely,
really,
yeah.
Grace, I hope you can come next time. I hope you can all come next time. And I really appreciate you coming this time.
Hmm.
And I hope you have a great weekend. And I can't wait to see you all again because I wrote this very long adventure which I hope you guys really enjoy because I have no idea where you're going to go with things, but like in each
Yeah, I wanted to get to the end and find out what's happening.
yeah, but there's no end in D&D. Well, there's ends in like modules, but there's no real it's like how do you win D&D? You
No,
can't.
At least we need to find out like who the master is and what happened to the dome, why the explosion and stuff.
Definitely. And April, could you send a thank you for Grace for coming? I know she had problems, but I really appreciate the effort, But I hope to see the rest of you here next time because you're all super, super funny and lots of fun. And I have things in this adventure for each of your characters. So keep that in mind because it's going to be engaging and exciting and fun.
Mhm.
And if anybody has any questions, they can always email me. But thank you so much. And round of applause for Jane for doing this for everybody.
No,
You're the best.
a round of applause for our dungeon master.
Yay.
Yay!
And Maddie, a round of applause to your mom for giving you life. Yay.
Thank you, and thank you all for joining us today. I hope
Thank
we
you so
could,
much.
go on with our adventure and find out the truth, the mystery. Next
Definitely. Hey, Maddie,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't like this class, my name is Professor Michael Sai.
And he agrees. Okay. Oops, I don't know what happened. He just. All right. Anyway, good night. Have fun. Have a nice weekend. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.